What's happening? What's going on? Part of my Presence YouTube channel. Let's get right into it. I want to talk about the Meek Mill album cover and the controversy that's surrounding it. Meek Mill put out an album, I say about 3 weeks ago. An album titled Expensive Pain. I don't understand the meaning of that title, but again, it's Meek Mill, and a lot of things that he does is kind of goofy, so I won't go into that too much. But what I want to discuss is the fact that people are outraged. People are complaining about his album cover, the artwork, the fact that it seems to be more on the inappropriate side, the raunchy side, the disrespectful side. Now, here's the interesting thing. Meek Mill produced this album cover, or rather, he revealed it about a month ago, I believe in September 14th if I'm not mistaken, or mid-September. And he put it out on his IG page saying, hey, this is the album cover. The album cover is, he was excited to reveal it, and he was saying that this album cover was created by Nina Chanel. Now, for those, I think Nina Chanel Abney is the full name. Now, for those who aren't familiar with Nina Chanel Abney, she is a black woman. Okay, now that's very important to state. She is a black woman. Now, as far as her sexual orientation, it's not clear, but she does dress like someone who you would suspect to be a part of the alphabet community. But that's not really a factor in this discussion. What I want to discuss is the fact that when Meek Mill revealed the album cover, in the exact states that people are now complaining about a month later, but when he revealed it, and he said that this was a cover created by a black female artist, he was championing it. The fact that he's putting out content or work done by a black female, which seems to be the move for the past couple of years, where you always try to promote a black female, and the crowd goes wild and everybody starts cheering because in his IG live page the comments were bigging it up. Oh, this is amazing, this is great, this looks like some expensive art. A lot of talk around that was positive, that was uplifting towards women, that was showcasing the talents of a black woman. People didn't complain. Fast forward to this week or last week, a white man does some type of impromptu video, livid, smoke coming out of his head, fuming on the fact that he is witnessing the Meek Mill album cover, the exact same cover, the Meek Mill album cover. And he's saying, this is ridiculous. Black woman, is this what you like to see? Is this how you want to be depicted in public? With your ass shaking, bent over, everything all out, naked, the front showing, the behind showing? He was livid. And he said he's from Philly too, and he can't condone this shit. How does Meek Mill get away with this, is what he was saying. How is this the way you guys want to be portrayed, is what he was saying. He was addressing black women. He also mentioned the fact that this is on a public transportation bus. It was a rap that was done around the bus with all the imagery. The bus that transports kids, minors, adults, people from all walks of life, races, demographics, are all seeing this imagery of naked black women. And that white man was livid. And his video went, I guess you could say, viral. And once his video went viral, here comes all of the black women. How can Meek Mill do such a thing? This is outrageous. Another thing that black men do to disrespect black women. all these people came out the woodwork talking about this is wrong, this is disrespectful, how is this put out, how comes, who got the okay for this, who approved this, who greenlit this. People now from the black community, specifically black women, were livid now. And this is what I want to talk about, the hypocrisy, because why is it that it took a white man who may or may not be a part of the culture, when I say culture, I mean hip-hop culture, why did it take a white man's sensibilities, his eyes, his viewpoints, his upbringing, to tell you that this album cover is ridiculous and offensive? And let's make no bones about it. Me personally, from an artistic point of view, it's mediocre, number one. Number two, as far as the depiction, because of what it's showing, which is black women dancing naked, bent over, showing their pum pum, money being thrown at black women, stripper-esque imagery, like this is what black women amount to. I didn't like it to begin with. And a lot of other people didn't like it either, but they kept their mouths shut. Why? Because it's created by a black woman, and we're showcasing black female talent, and we're uplifting black women, and you can't say anything wrong about what black women do if it is negative. No, you gotta keep your mouth shut and promote it. But once a white man says what needs to be said, then everybody comes to their senses. Only then do you respect and adhere to authority. But mind you, the reason why a lot of people stayed silent, because they knew, especially if it's a black man, spoke up and said, this is ridiculous, this is unnecessary, I don't want my kids to be seeing this, thinking that this is normal. We should not normalize this. This should not be in public for young kids to consume. If anyone were to come out and said that, they would be torn down, similar to Dave Chappelle. They would be attacked. They would be ostracized. And black women who had a problem with this too, a lot of them don't want to say anything either, because they don't want to deal with the pushback that they'll get from their own group. And it's very sad that I had to take a white man who had enough balls to speak up and say something, for everyone else to wake up out of their spell and realize that, hey, this album cover is trash, inappropriate, offensive, unnecessary. What message is Meek Mill pushing? How is it that it was allowed? Because I think about 10, 15 years ago, Kanye West had an album cover that was similar as far as the artistic style, and they banned it. It was a depiction of a black man and what looks to be a white woman naked on top of the black man. They banned it. And I wonder, because again, the record label does have a say in this. Meek had a say in it. He didn't say anything because again, Meek Mill does stupid shit. You had the artist, Nina Chanel Abney, who could have presented a better project for Meek Mill to put out there to consume by the masses. But then you also had a record label who always has the final say. We've seen them ban things and censor things from top performing artists like Michael Jackson to Chris Brown to Kanye West. So how is it that this was greenlit? Because when it comes to depicting black culture, black men, black females, black women in certain lights, it's allowed. Because had it been white women bent over, white women in a stripper-esque pose, showing off their birthday suit with a black man promoting it as his album cover, it would not make it in print, put out in Walmart, put out in Apple Music, wherever they sell CDs, wherever they promote albums, digital copies, wherever the case may be. And it definitely wouldn't be on a wrap, a promotional poster or a wrap on a public transportation bus for everyone to see images of white women depicted in such a demeaning way. It would have never been allowed. And I think it's about time that people realize what's happening and why people like Meek Mill, Nina Chanel Abney, and many others who kept silent when this was first put out there a month earlier. Think about why they said nothing. Think about why they did nothing. Think about why they had to wait for another person to say something from outside of the culture to regulate shit. And that type of situation happens in so many other facets in regards to the community, in regards to this culture that we claim as a culture, the culture that has no rules. And the culture that has no rules is not even a culture, if you really want to get technical. But the point I'm making is that we are the ones who need to police ourselves. We are the ones who need to step up and say, no, that can't go on. Bun that. That can't go on. We are the ones. Nobody else should have to tell us. No one else should have to remind us. No one else should have to make us feel ashamed into speaking up and letting our voices be heard and speaking with some authority. That's all I'm going to say about this subject. It's crazy when I saw that on a bus rap. It was crazy when I saw the Hawaiian man to say something. And it's even more crazier, the response now that now that the white guy spoke about, now everybody has something bad to say about the poster and the album cover and the bus rap and the marketing and promotion. It's sad to see. I just wanted to highlight that. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely hit the like button. Until next time, next move, best move. Peace.